Hey, if you're an online fitness or nutrition coach and you want to crack the code on getting more leads, getting more clients on a consistent basis, here's one skill you really need to learn. It's how to run profitable paid ads. Paid ads are the #1 way to get new eyeballs on your content and have new people reaching out to you to learn more about your coaching program. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you from start to finish on the steps you need to take to launch your first ever Facebook ad campaign. Okay? The cool part is once we push publish on this, we should start seeing leads coming in within 24 hours. So you will get, if you launch this right now, tomorrow, you'll start having leads. You'll start having people coming to you, asking about what you do, which if you're anything like me, you might have relied heavily on cold outreach or trying to start Facebook groups or make a podcast or even networking. Like you just try a bunch of things to try to get clients. And by far the thing that's helped me grow the most has been Facebook and Instagram ads. In the past year, I have 10x my business using Facebook ads, and we regularly sign over 20 clients a month from Facebook ads. And we make at least 2 times the amount of money that we spend on paid ads every single month on the front end. And we have hundreds of more leads to follow up with. It's a super valuable skill. I wish more business coaches taught it and talked about it. So we're gonna dive in and get started. Okay, so I'm on my screen now, and I've got 2 funnels that are pulled up, or 2 ad strategies that are pulled up. I've talked about these in past videos. And for today's purpose, the way you set up the ad is going to be the exact same. It's just where we send them to, okay? So if I'm sending them to a landing page where they're gonna put their name, phone number, email in, that's one strategy, or we can send them straight to our DMs. This is the one that I'm gonna be showing in today's training because it's the easiest to set up. You don't have to have any techie backend systems. You don't even need a website. You just need an Instagram account. And for most people, especially in the fitness coaching space, this is the primary place where we create content. It's the primary place where we book calls, we send links, etc. So I'm going to teach you in this training how to set up your first Facebook ad campaign, and it's going to be delivering all of your leads to Instagram DM inbox. So you can wake up every single morning with 20 to 30 DMs from people who are interested in what you have to offer. All right. So I'm going to open up Ads Manager and we're going to start totally from scratch. Okay. So once you get into Ads Manager, if you don't have an Ads Manager account, you do need to get this set up. There's plenty of other YouTube videos on YouTube to set them up. And I won't cover it on how to set it up in this video because it's always changing. Okay. It's always changing. And you just type in like whatever today's date is on YouTube, ad account setup, and it'll give you a really easy walkthrough. All right. So once it's set up, we just want to make sure that we're in Ads Manager. Okay. So this is what it'll look like. And let's go ahead and start creating our campaign. All right, so we're gonna come over here, we're gonna push create. And what we're gonna do to make sure that we have people DM us asking for what we do or a resource is we're gonna set up an engagement campaign. So click engagement, push continue. And this is a new setting. It gives you the option of, hey, we're gonna set up all the stuff for you, or do you want more control? I like more control. I haven't experimented too much with this top one, so I'm gonna do manual because I like control. And this is what I would train anybody on who works with me because it's important to have some control. Okay, so in here, the first thing you're gonna do is you're going to title your campaign. So I use the word O, and then if it's a messenger campaign, I'll put message, O message. I'm optimizing, O stands for optimizing. I'm optimizing for a message campaign. So I'll put O message. If I was optimizing for a landing page opt-in, I would put O lead. If I was optimizing for a book call, I'd put O schedule. More on that later. But for now, since we're optimizing this for inbound DMs, we're gonna put O message. Okay, so we'll put O message. And then the next thing you're gonna put is what are you giving away? What is the thing that's the lead magnet that's gonna be coming in? For this demonstration, we're gonna do a free training. Okay, free trainings are one of my favorite ways to bring people in because it indoctrinates them on what you do. Okay, what do you do? Who are you? And why should I listen? I've ran a lot of campaigns that are like, hey, I'm looking for 5 people for this type of offer. And you'll get a decent amount of inbound leads, but they don't know who you are. They now have to go consume a bunch of content on social media to try to figure out who you are. Free trainings work really well because I can just give the free resource away. People can watch and learn what I do, and then they can have the option to book a call after. So I'm a huge fan of the free training funnel. It's what I teach, and it works extremely well. So we're gonna call this one the O Message free training. And then the next thing you're gonna wanna put on here is just the date. So right now it's November of 23, and I'll put that there. Okay. So we've now titled our campaign. It's an engagement campaign. Everything down here, we're going to leave blank for now. Okay. Next, we're going to jump into the ad set. The ad set level is where we set our audience. Okay. And I'm going to copy the same thing I had in the last one. So, message, we'll go free training. And then here's where we can name our audience or decide on our audience. Okay. So I'm going to name this on the audience that I choose. And I'm going to come back to this because I haven't picked my audience yet. Okay, and I'm also going to put, again, November. So conversion location. So like I shared before, I want people DMing me. So I'm going to leave this on messaging apps, and I'm going to click off of Facebook. I just haven't had the same amount of success and results from Facebook than I have Instagram. So I'm going to deliver my free training that's going to help people, tell them what I do, give them a 3 to 5 step process on here are the steps you need to take to do this. And I'm going to deliver that via DMs. That's my strategy. Okay. So I'm going to come down here. I'm going to leave this on max number of conversions or conversations. So I just want as many people to my inbox. Leave big control blank, and then set your daily budget. So for this campaign, really for all messaging campaigns, I really like starting at like $30 a day. You could do more, but I like $30 a day. I like, if you're doing less than that, I like honestly just boosting posts and optimizing for profile views. There's more strategies on that in past videos. But for me, if I'm going to be doing a lead generation campaign where I want DMs coming to my inbox, I typically start around $30 a day. Okay. Start date. Now, I like to start these in the morning. So if today's the 7th, I'm actually going to schedule this for tomorrow morning, and I'll do like 6 a.m. So that gives it a full day of spending, and the algorithm can start learning rather than like me publish this right now at 11 o'clock. And then it gets published in like 2 or 3 hours, and it has like less than half a day to spend. It might get kind of funky, weird results. So I like to start my campaigns on a brand new day. Okay, so 6 a.m. tomorrow. End date, leave it blank because we honestly want to keep this thing running. If it's working, we don't want to shut it off. So leave that blank. Audience controls. So this is new. So it says recommended, right? So this is our ad technology will automatically find your audience. If you share an audience suggestion, we'll prioritize the audience. We'll prioritize audiences matching this profile before searching more widely. So this is new, okay? I am experimenting with this right now, and I am getting cheaper lead costs and cheaper costs per call, but it's still too early for me to say to recommend it or not. It's something that you can test. And if you wanted to test this, all you could do is like once you make your first audience, you can just duplicate the audience and test the same audience, but with this turned on. For today, I'm going to turn it off just because I'm not comfortable giving a recommendation on it because it is so new. So let's come back up here again. We're going to come to audience controls, more options. Actually, you know what? We're going to come over here and click this first. We're going to click switch to original audience options. It's going to say, oh, but your results could be better. It's like, yes, but does that mean they're best quality? We don't know yet. So we're going to skip that. Okay. So once I do that, it's going to change my audience section up. It doesn't have 2 sections. It has 1 now. So in here, if you guys are new to running any type of ad campaigns, the best audiences that you can start with are going to be lookalike audiences. Okay. So if you've had 100 sales calls or you've had 100 clients, all you're going to do here is you're going to create a lookalike audience off of those 100 people, because what that's going to do is it's going to say, hey, these 100 people have bought from me in the past. Can you find people that looked like them to 1%? Like they're very closely attached to the type of person that would buy from you. That's the best, right? So we want to try to find, we call this like deep in the funnel metrics. So we want to look in and see how deep can we go and find somebody that is either a purchaser or a call person who's been on a call with us. And we want to find more people like that. Okay. So that's the best by far. And all we need to do for that is when we click on lookalike audience, it'll pull this up. We'll push create new source. We'll put custom audience. And then here you can upload your list. If you're using something like Calendly, you can just download on Calendly a CSV. It's called a CSV file. You can download that entire file and upload it here so that it can go and find people like that. That's typically the first place you can do. Or if you have an email list, you can do the same thing with that email list. Download it, upload it here, and say, hey, I want to find a 1% lookalike of this audience in the United States. So I've already done that for this. So I'm going to go ahead and pick my 1% lookalike of customers, 1%. So you see, I've already made a few of them. I made a 1% lookalike of my email list, my client list, my qualified calls, my website visitors, my message on Instagram. And the ones that have done the best for me are clients and qualified calls. For this, I'm going to pick client list. Okay. And now that I've done that, you'll see that my audience size is between 1.8 and 2 million. That's a very healthy size for your first campaign if you're spending 30 bucks a day. So what I will do here, this is an advantage lookalike. So it's like, we want to find people who are beyond this. And I typically will turn this off to start. Okay. I want to keep this just a 1% lookalike of my clients. I don't want this to go looking for more people. I want to keep it to that. Okay. So next, locations. Most of the time I leave it just to United States. There are some clients that I work with that work in the UK, or they do work in Australia. And if that's you, you can pick the country that you do most of your business in. For me, I leave it in the United States. Age. So for age, we want to pick the age of which we have the most common buyers. Now, if you're doing high ticket services, I'm going to suggest you start at 30, and it's up to you on what type of offer you have. So for me, I do a lot of business coaching, but I'm also young. So I typically don't work with people who are over 45. Because I'm just not the guy for them. So like 30s and 40s, 30 to 45 is kind of my sweet spot. Yes, I have plenty of people who are younger, but also if I open it up wider, I often get the wrong type of people who can't afford my service yet. They're just young, right? They don't have money to invest. So with that, we're gonna keep this one. Let's say you're a online fitness coach. We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna even make it higher. We're gonna do 35 to 40, or let's do 35 to 45. Ideally, it's between a 5 and 10 year age difference. That's like a really good spot. Okay, so we're gonna go 35 to 45. And you'll see as I did that, it actually shortened my audience size here. And you know what? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I'm gonna go ahead and widen it out a little bit. For your first campaign, you do want it to be above 1 million. So when I went back from 30 to 45, it went to the range that was healthy for me. I want it to be around 1.5 million, at least 1, if not 2 million. So if it can become smaller than that with your lookalike audience, just go ahead and expand it a little bit more. So I'm happy with that. Genders, I'm gonna leave that as all. If you just serve women, go ahead and click just women, okay? Advantage, detailed targeting, leave that out. Language, just go English, right? This might reduce this slightly, but not a lot. So just look, we've got 1.4, 1.6. If I go English, okay, sure, I dropped it, maybe 100,000, but that's good. That's what I want. Okay, boom, there's your audience. You've just created your audience. And then this is placements. Placements is where do you want the ad to be shown? When you're starting your first one, just leave it as all placements, Advantage Plus. Leave it, don't worry about it. It's gonna find you the best source to get the cheapest amount of results. So leave it, okay? Next, we're gonna go to ad. So this is gonna be what the actual post we're promoting is. And again, I'm using the free training model. It works really well. And because I'm spending just 30 bucks a day, we're gonna deliver this in the DMs. That allows us to then follow up the lead ongoing until we can invite them to a call or they say, hey, I'm not interested, okay? So when I get in here, I actually just typically name these like ad 1, ad 2, ad 3. For your first ad campaign, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna have 3 ads. And that's just gonna give the algorithm a little bit of room to find the right image or the right video for the right person. Okay, so we're gonna have 3 of them when we finish. So create ad, you can do single video, you can do an image, or you can do a carousel. I've already got a video made, so I'm just gonna keep it as a video. Now, multi-advertiser ads, I haven't got good results with this, so just click this off. Next, this right here is just us making a post. That's all it is. So I'm gonna upload the video that I've got. This video I've already created and it's helping me promote my free training. So let me go ahead and pull from the video that I'm looking for, upload. Okay, so this is my full video. Keep the video between 1 and 2 minutes long, and it should just be promoting your free training. Okay, so that's what I'm doing here. I'm saying, coaches, this one's is for fitness coaches, but you can do the same thing for a fitness coaching offer, right? So this is like, coaches, if you're not, or that's what someone says. Coaches, the number one thing that's holding you back from doing consistent, I believe it's like 10, 20K months, 10, 20K months is this. And then it's like, hey, my name's Dr. Matt, and I did this, this, and this, blah, 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 blah. Here's my free training that can help you go from here to here in this short time period. That's the video ad, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and just pick it. If you guys want help creating any of these video scripts, the ads, all those things, I do have a mastermind offer, and I also have a free mini course. So I'm going to link a free mini course down below that covers this in more detail of how I help my clients. And it also is, it's a free mini course on ad strategy in detail. This is going to be a 20-30 minute video. That one, the mini course is structured into multi-levels of like, here's funnel 1, here's funnel 2, here's funnel 3, with 5-minute videos all the way through. So if you want more support on really getting it set up and dialed in, go check out that mini course. Okay. So I uploaded the video that is my script for my ad, right? So this is just what I post on social. Primary text is the caption. Okay. The caption that you would put in your social media post. So I've already written mine. And again, if you want help on this stuff, I give a lot of scripts and stuff in my mini course. Okay, so I've already written this script. It's already good, but I'll read it out to you so you can kind of get an idea of what it would look like for me. But again, if you're an online fitness coach, it would be talking more about the goals that your clients have, right? So here's an example for me. Here's the number one thing that's preventing 90% of coaches from making $10,000 to $20,000 a month. My name is Dr. Matt Shiver, and when I started my first online coaching business, I did it all backwards. I tried to build an audience first and then sell my coaching program. I posted daily trying to get more followers and clients in the posts, but guess what? It didn't work, right? Instead, I wasted hours creating content with no results to show. Then I made this one change and everything else changed for me. I stopped trying to grow my audience and I started leveraging other people's audiences. In 90 days, I went from being stuck under 10K a month to doing $20,000 a month. And 10 months later, I had my first 100K month using the same strategy. If you want to see the exact strategy I used, click the link below to access a free training that covers how I've been able to sign 10 clients a month without a big following. And then there's more stuff here too. So as you can see, it's like hook. This is the same for the video and the text here, right? Hook, story, call to action. Hook, here's the hook. Here's the number one thing that's preventing 90% of coaches from making 10 to 20K a month. Story. Hey, my name is Dr. Matt. When I first started coaching business, I did it all backwards. I tried to build an audience first. That is the number one thing that most people try to do when they start online coaching businesses. So what is the number one thing that your ideal client does? And how can you call them out and say, I tried this and I failed. Then I tried this and it worked. You want to learn what I did? Click the link below, watch the training. It works really well. Okay. Then, well, you can write a few versions of this. Like typically when I upload an ad, I'll write 3 versions of the copy and I'll just leave it there. And Facebook will find the right one for the right person. Like there used to be a day where I tried to control every single variable and it just wasn't really healthy, to be honest. And now I really trust the algorithm and I give it as much data as I can. And I say, hey, let's find more people like this. And that approach has been much healthier for me than trying to control every last detail. It gives the algorithm, which is very, very smart, lots of ammo to work with. Okay, next, we're gonna come down to the call to action section. And the one that does the best is learn more. Okay, so just leave it on learn more, right? That's all it'll say. And then they could click that. And when they click it, this is what's going to pop up. You can have this plugged into ManyChat if you'd like. That's through the partner app. I'm not going to do that. Automated chat, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have start conversations. So this is going to be a little bit more manual. And then text is the first thing, right? This is what would pop up right here. Hi, please let us know how we can help you. That's not what I want to say. So it's like, hi, and then I can pull this name in over here, first name. Oh, hi, first name. So it'd be like, hi, Matt. Thanks for expressing interest, in my free training to help you. I'll just put like, get more clients. I'll leave that. Just DM me the word training and I'll send it over, right? So that'd be the message that they would see. Sometimes it'll space it out. Sometimes it won't. So experiment with just like shorter stuff, longer stuff. You might even just be like, hi, Matt. DM me the word, training. DM me the word training and I'll send that training over to you, right? Very simple. I probably actually like that better. I don't like the multiple lines. Okay. And now these got these 3 questions we're going to remove. And then we're going to change this to whatever we put up there. So if I said training, I would put training here. I probably would make it all capitalized. See? So they would see this word and they would just push send. Boom. And then in here, this is the automated response that comes after. I typically will insert the link to the training. Be like, here's the link to the training. Boom. And then just like copy and paste your URL. So I'll pull up mine. I'm fast, y'all. Fast. Boom. Here's a link to free training. I will shoot you a message back when I'm online. Enjoy, right? Something like that. And this will be sent to them immediately after, once they push training or push send. And then from here, when I would push save and finish. I'm not going to do that right now, but if this was what I was going to do, I would push save and finish. And now that would be the conversation that's there. Okay, it's not there. So when they click it, they would get the free training, and then I would follow up with them in the DMs like as soon as possible, and then continue on having a conversation and invite them to a call. This works really well because your cost per lead with a training ad like this should be less than $5 for a B2C offer, which is like if I'm coaching individuals, it's like $5 or less. I mean, sometimes they can be more expensive if you got a smaller niche, but it's going to be less than $10. It's very simple. You don't need a landing page to get this going. That's it. Okay. So once that's ready, all you would do after that is push publish. Okay. That's it. Now, one thing I did mention is you want to have 3 ads in your first campaign. So you could push publish, fine, but we're going to go ahead and create 2 more ads, and we can do that just by clicking this little button here and push click duplicate. And then I'm going to change these names, add 2, this one add 3. Okay. And now the only thing that's going to be different here is the image or video. Okay. Reason for this is that the image or video is going to do like 80% of the heavy lifting. So I just want to give it the best. I want to give it the most high quality options I can. And I'm going to leave the copy and then the call to action, like to message me, the same. Okay. Don't worry about that. So I'm here. I'm going to add a new image or a new video. Let's say it was this video. Cool. Still a free training, right? Done. All right. Now I'm going to come over here, do the same thing. We're going to change video. Here's a new one. Boom, boom. Okay. Now, once all 3 ads are ready, publish. Then you will start waking up every day to people asking for your free training that you can then have a conversation with, invite them to a call, tell them what you do, and help them. Okay. If you're spending $20 a day, you should get, if we do our math right, and we say that our cost per lead that we're shooting for is $5, our cost per DM is $5. If we're spending $20 a day, that should give us 4 new leads a day, right? Now, I have seen some people who will get leads and conversations for $2 or less. Okay, that works really better, right? So if I'm spending $20 a day and my lead cost is $2 a lead, that's 10 new DMs every single day. Now, if I want to get more leads or conversations, I just spend more money. Okay, so I just give the budget more, right? You can be like, all right, we're at $20. And typically what you'll do is every 3 to 4 days, just increase that budget by 20% and keep increasing it, assuming that your cost per message and cost per lead stays about the same. Okay, this is a very effective and efficient strategy to start getting inbound people to you. And again, the free training works really well because they're going to watch the free training and be indoctrinated with what you do, how you do it, and that you're the go-to person and expert for this solution. You can definitely deliver free PDF lead magnets, free workouts, free nutrition guides, and you'll get leads for like 50 cents to $1, but you're going to sit there DMing until your fingers are numb because they're not indoctrinated on you. They don't know who you are. They want a free resource, right? And that's not going to be the same person that wants to sit down and watch a 20-minute video, 30-minute video on who are you, how do I get this big picture result, etc. Okay. So by adding something that's harder to consume, you're going to have a better quality lead. And that's all the leads. I don't care if you get 100 leads from a freebie, if none of them become clients. That's not a good lead magnet. That's still burning money, right? But if I can have a free training that changes someone's mindset around how to achieve a goal, it becomes a lot easier to position yourself as the expert and make that sale. Okay. All right. So that's all I got for today, guys. Thanks for sticking around. This has been a really fun presentation. Again, if you guys want more support in this, I do have a mini course and I'm going to link it below. It's a mini course and it goes over the 3 funnels that I run. This is funnel 2. So like I shared earlier on this is funnel 2. This is the Instagram DM funnel. If you don't have $20 a day to spend, you want to start somewhere else, I've got an Instagram follower funnel that you can run for like 10, 15 bucks a day. And then if you're spending over $100 a day, which is what we do, we run a free training funnel that goes to a landing page where they opt in, they get phone number, email, they get text and emails. This is like the most scalable approach of all of them. It just costs a little bit more money to run because you have more setup, more backend. and a lot more stuff. But if you want to learn how to do any of those things, mini course link is going to be linked below. Appreciate you guys for sticking around. And if you guys need anything else from me, hit me up on Instagram, and I'll see you guys later.